Hello and welcome to the first of the ACCA Ethics for a Better World talks to celebrate Global Ethics Day, which will be held on Wednesday, October 18th. Global Ethics Day has been an important date on the calendar for the past 10 years and provides us the opportunity to shine a light on the key ethical role that professional accountants play around the world. We're starting our week-long series from Washington, D.C. and talking about ethics and artificial intelligence, AI. I'm Julie Missimore, Head of Public Affairs for North America for ACCA, and I'm joined by Zhanna Malekos Smith, visiting fellow at the Carnegie Council for Ethics and International Affairs, and a senior associate at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington, D.C. Welcome, Zhanna.
Thank you, Julie.
So nowadays, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, both excitedly about the prospect of the future and what it holds, as well as being a little bit nervous about this new technology. What are your thoughts on AI?
As a baseline, when I look at emerging disruptive technologies, so AI, autonomous systems, and quantum technologies, I like to call to mind Amara's law, which states that society tends to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short term and underestimate its effect in the longer term. For me, that helps contextualize some of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that surrounds emerging technologies. Now, when we talk about AI, it's important to know that there's no universally agreed upon definition of what that constitutes. But generally speaking, we understand it to be computer systems that imitate human behavior and thinking to perform certain tasks that generally would require human intelligence. For example, problem solving and decision making. Now, there's also another class of modern AI, which includes subdisciplines and methods, a subdiscipline being machine learning, which is a technique that enables the computer to look at large data sets to then make predictions based upon that data set and offer a prediction. And for accountants, the financial analysis and predictive marketing capacity of this tool is valuable. However, it's important to bear in mind that the quality of the output is heavily dependent upon the quality of the inputs. So the tool in and of itself is not a substitute for the critical thinking that accompanies it.
So there is a lot of concern about the potential unethical uses of AI. What should the accountancy profession be aware of in order to stay safe?
Accountants are trusted stewards of information, and part of that trust centers upon properly managing the data for the client and then the organization. So being mindful of the cybersecurity implications of one's work from both a confidentiality, integrity, and availability standpoint. And here, several cyber attacks that we see in this space include social engineering attacks. And that is a manipulation technique to exploit human error to then gain access, information, and valuables. Think business email compromise. Then you have supply chain attacks. And then the third category being adversarial AI. And that's leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to conduct attacks more efficiently, but also compromise an organization's communications and operations networks. An example would be malware with autonomous functions that can then move laterally within an organization's networks to observe the common business practices and security protocols to then evade detection to ultimately harm the target. All that said, it's important for accountant professionals to stay up to date and informed of the ever-evolving cybersecurity threat landscape and be mindful of how cybersecurity and AI are increasingly converging together.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the latest research and the interest from the Carnegie Council as it relates to AI?
Yes, I'd be happy to. The Carnegie Council is dedicated to empowering ethics across public life. We have several programs, initiatives, and fellows looking at the intersection of AI and global ethics. Issues include, what is the impact of AI on global security? Also, the potential misuse of personal data with AI tools by governments and private industry. All that said, the Carnegie Council first and foremost focuses on empowering ethics to build a better world.
Well, we are glad that Carnegie Council is raising that ethical flag for the globe.
Thank you.
So as we near the end of this conversation, I would love to ask you just a few quick rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Should professional accountants be contributing to the development of ethical organizational guidelines surrounding artificial intelligence?
Yes, I believe everyone in the workforce ecosystem can play a role in contributing to this important dialogue.
Okay, so how exactly can an accountant play a role here?
Harder to answer in less than 1 minute, but the systems engineer in me would say first properly define the problem. Observe what is the system currently in place, why is it failing, or how is it performing mediocre or too well, and then sharing that feedback with one's leadership. And why not consider having a lunchtime discussion or a all-hands town hall meeting to then discuss the ethical concerns around this emerging technology. It takes a collective effort.
Okay, and lastly, what will be a key component of these guidelines?
Trust and transparency.
Okay, well, thank you so much. As we near the end of the conversation and go to wrap up, could I ask for your final thoughts in about 10 seconds or so?
Remember Amara's law.
Well, Zhanna, thank you so much for being here today. I know you have given me a lot to think about, and hopefully for our viewers as well. So thank you again.
Thank you, Julie. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
You can watch these Ethics for a Better World talks on ACCA's YouTube channel. We will be launching a new one on a different topic every day this week in order to celebrate Global Ethics Day. Don't miss out on tomorrow's, coming to you from India to talk about ethics in the workplace. Thank you, everyone. Bye.